They're so beautiful. Yeah, the water's so cold, they don't take long to take off. Now, if you don't mind, Eric, would you mind opening your box so we can show them some of the flies? You know, this fly, I'm going to take my gloves off, looks a little ratty, so you can't really appreciate how effective they are. But Derek said, why don't we try a marabou streamer? So what's the most popular here? Marabou and then it's deer hair combination. Deer. Yeah. Well, let me just hold up these dark flies right now. So there's the marabou streamer that I'm using. Isn't that a #1 hook?
It is, yeah.
#1, okay. Yeah. So this is the wet one, same fly that I'm using. You can see it's got a little bit of a silver body, tinsel body. Now, do you tie these up yourself?
No, these
no. Okay, these are bought. Okay. Yeah. So, what's the thing with the colors for Atlantic salmon? Like sometimes they hit the oddest combination of colors.
I mean, these are another purple, white, anything really, but the.
Right. But this is much like the same type of streamer that I would use for brook trout or that I would use for steelhead. And in the case of these salmon, I think because they're starting to feed right on the way back out to the ocean, some of the bigger flies, and some of them are right up to, what's the largest fly? This one here.
Yeah.
This is a 2-aught. Now you can see how big that fly is. It's something that I'd use for Arctic char or for lake trout up in the Northwest Territories, but we've hit salmon on that fly. But right now we're actually downsizing, kind of experimenting. Now you can see how wide the river is here. I personally have a hard time reading the water, but what they're doing is we're fishing the current break, and that fish hit just behind the boat. What's the average depth here that we're drifting in?
We're probably in 6 or 8 feet.
6 or 8 feet.
Right behind the boat.
So with the current, you pretty well need to have a sinking line. And in our case, we're using a shooting head that really goes down fast. So I'm just casting to the shore. It's actually very simple fishing. Some people may not like to be casting a heavier line, but that's what you need to get your drift down. And how far down are we going to go? All the way down to the corner?
We're going to go down to that big pile of rocks, so another couple hundred yards or so.
Well, do you think I should stick with the black?
I think we should. Seems to be working.
Okay, good.